Dark highways, haunted towns, and a pair of brothers chasing shadows, Supernatural wasn't just a TV show, it was an era. On screen spotlighted, we're firing up the Impala one more time to retrace how this cult classic revved from humble Monster of the Week beginnings to pop culture phenomenon, and why the magic didn't last forever. Stick around as we unravel both the legend and legacy behind the rise and fall of Supernatural. In the uneasy quiet of early 2000s television, a show whispered its way into existence, a project greenlit almost as an afterthought. Supernatural was never meant to survive more than a season or two, but fate had other plans. Somewhere in the Warner Bros. Backlots, a young creator named Eric Kripke obsessed over urban legends and dusty Americana. He envisioned not just another Monster of the Week procedural, but an odyssey through America's haunted highways. His pitch? Brothers driving a '67 Chevy Impala across endless blacktop, hunting what lurks in the shadows. The Winchester brothers, Sam and Dean, weren't cast through the usual channels. Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles famously read opposite each other just hours before filming began. Their chemistry was immediate, electric, and accidental. It would soon become the backbone of a cultural phenomenon. Contrary to network expectations, Supernatural didn't explode in ratings, but it quietly built a fiercely loyal base. The secret: its scripts cannibalized obscure folklore from old paperback pamphlets and regional myths, not standard monster fare. Writers scoured forgotten corners of American horror, mining gems no primetime drama had dared touch. With time, episodes grew daring. One week might parody reality television, another would break the fourth wall or shuffle protagonists through alternate universes. No idea was too wild for Supernatural's writer's room, an infamous cauldron where even rejected X-Files concepts found new life. In 2008, when the Writers Guild of America strike froze Hollywood, Supernatural's team scrambled to avoid cancellation by cobbling together a partial season from unfinished scripts and fanatical improvisation. The result? Darker plot lines and a mythos that seized on chaos, shoving the story toward apocalyptic stakes. What most viewers never saw, a hidden tug-of-war behind the scenes as Kripke departed after Season 5, his intended finale. Studios pushed for more, new showrunners inherited the mythos and ran with it, sometimes in directions Kripke had sworn never to go. The very lore that gave Supernatural vitality now risked burying it alive. Meanwhile, a revolution brewed outside the writers' offices. Fans, calling themselves Hunters and Wayward Sons, took social media by storm before hashtags were even common currency. They organized conventions that sold out in minutes, crafted intricate fanfiction universes, and transformed actors into demigods of Tumblr and LiveJournal. The ripple effects spilled beyond television. A supernatural renaissance emerged as networks scrambled to recreate its alchemy. The Vampire Diaries, Teen Wolf, Grimm, all owed debts to Supernatural's blueprint of darkness, laced with irreverent humor. But with success came overreach. Merchandising blitzes flooded hot topics everywhere. Storylines ballooned with angels, prophets, meta-realities, sometimes to critical exhaustion. By its 10th year, some longtime devotees joked they stayed hooked only out of sheer inertia or loyalty to the cast. Still, behind every joke about never-ending seasons lay solemn truths. Supernatural weathered industry upheavals, network switches, digital streaming's rise, outlasting most peers through adaptability and an uncanny knack for reinventing itself when least expected. Few recall the infamous lost episode from Season 9, an experimental script so controversial in content that networks pulled it before airing. Leaked details spoke of existential horror so psychologically intense network censors balked. Fragments survive among hardcore fans, as digital bootlegs only whispered about at conventions. As filming stretched into a 15th anniversary, cast members privately confessed to burnout and existential fatigue, a cost rarely spoken of in interviews. Stories circulated of late-night table reads haunted, not by ghosts, but by exhaustion and creative differences that could have shattered lesser ensembles. Then came the pandemic, a final test no hunter could have foreseen. Production shut down abruptly in March 2020, with 3 episodes left unfilmed. Cast members waited nearly 6 months in limbo before reuniting for a masked farewell on desolate sound stages, stripped of crew and audience alike. If you enjoyed the spotlight, hit like and subscribe for more awesome TV facts.